These are very old pieces of art. This art dates back to about 1,200 years ago. This right here is very fancy first two letters of the word Christ written in Greek. Books would often come with an illuminated capital letter at the beginning of their chapters. So what you just saw were images from the Book of Kells. The Book of Kells is what is called an illuminated manuscript, and it was made in somewhere in England. We don't really know where. Probably about the year 800. We don't know what artist it was. We just know that that book exists, and what it is it is stories from the Bible, from the New Testament, and there were monks that would create pages like this, sometimes for even years, and they would put these books together. Now, during that time in England or in anywhere in the world, really, it was before the printing press happened, so books were very rare. And if somebody was going to make a book, they had to pretty much write everything out the whole way by themselves. And, that's why only very rich people had books, or very, kings, or sometimes at churches they would have books. And only some of the monks that lived at those churches would know how to read. Most people didn't know how to read at this time. So back then, people lived their whole lives without ever seeing a book, or let alone one with an illuminated capital in it. Now, what we're going to work on for this project is our own illuminated capital. You're going to use the capital letter from your first name, or maybe your last name, and we're going to make like an illuminated capital of that letter. Now, what we're going to use to do this is we're going to do some metal tooling. Metal tooling is where you push on one side of a thin metal sheet to make an image on the other side. Now, if you're looking at these metal toolings, is that a drawing or is it a sculpture? A sculpture is three-dimensional and a drawing's flat, we know that. But what about this? This is what's known as a relief sculpture. A relief sculpture is a sculpture that's usually against a wall or in a book or something, and it will just come out a little bit. A normal sculpture you could walk in the back of, you can walk up to the right and left, in the front of it. Relief sculptures are only intended to be viewed from one direction. So we're going to make a relief sculpture in metal tooling. It's called repose, is the technique. We're going to do a repose metal tooling of an illuminated capital for you. It's going to represent you, and you can put stuff that you like in it, or you can put just different designs in it, but we are going to make an illuminated capital letter in repose metal tooling of the first letter of your name, first or last. I really hope you like these, and because I really liked making mine. This is something different that most people don't get to do in art, so I hope you like it, and I can't wait to see yours. See you, artists.